have every step of the way covered on this channel. My name is Petru, and this is my barber journey. If you're on this journey or just curious about what it takes to become a better barber, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's get started. Communication skills are at the top of your barbering essentials, because just because you do a good haircut doesn't mean that people are going to come back, and it doesn't mean that people are going to have a good experience in your barbershop. All right, to be able to have the proper communication skills to steer a conversation in a direction where your client enjoys it and where it's friendly for the whole shop, that is a level of expertise that you got to have. Okay, so I'm not saying your communication skills need to be A1 right off the bat, but you should be pretty comfortable with communicating with people, or at least comfortable with the idea of communicating with people, because no one wants an antisocial barber, and those guys are usually never successful. So that's one thing to consider. A second thing to consider is being somewhat of a creative person. Okay, there's a lot of barbers who maybe they can't draw, or they're not super creative in, you know, your traditional terms, but when it comes to hair, they're absolutely over the top creative. So when it comes to creativity, I think in order to figure out whether you should become a barber or not, you should figure out if you can visualize things and how they're going to turn out. Because before I do any haircut, in my mind, I try and picture exactly how I want and how the client wants the haircut to turn out. So being a visual person and a visual learner and a creative person, I think, is also another cornerstone of becoming a successful barber. Now, another skill, I mean, I don't know if it's a skill, but it's something that you still need to have to be a successful barber, is your physical ability. I mean, let's get it straight here, guys. We're standing on our feet for long hours of the day. All right, so you need to be physically fit in order not to be fatigued and to be able to accommodate as many clients as you can. All right, so think about that before you head on your barber journey. Just figure out, am I physically fit enough to be able to do this day in, day out? Some people are, some people aren't, but you should look at yourself and realize if you are or you aren't. And if you aren't, that's okay. Maybe you can get yourself in shape, and maybe when you do, then you can head down this path. But that's a whole different conversation. Now, a whole nother skill that you also need that's super underrated and often neglected by a lot of barbers is time management skills. Okay, the ability to make your own schedule and to respect that schedule and to be on time with things. I mean, it's huge. It's huge because it's what sets you apart and makes you the successful barber that you want to become. So in this industry, time is everything. All right, if you're running behind constantly, if you know people know that you're not reliable, that goes to show, and your reputation will succeed you. So time management is huge. If you're not good at organizing things with your time now, I mean, you really should focus on that if you do want to become a barber. If you know that you're not good at that and you have no interest in becoming good at that, then becoming a barber, I don't think is for you, because you will never really be as successful as you can be without time management skills. All right, so that's a little bit of food for thought. I've been a barber for 6 years myself. I've learned a lot, and you know, I was willing to do whatever it took to become a successful barber. Now, this was just the intro for you guys out there wondering whether you should become a barber or not. If you answered, if you think you have a foundation of all the things I mentioned, that's amazing, that's awesome. And you know, maybe you should take the next step and check out my next video, which is what's the first step to becoming a barber. All right, thanks for checking it out. Like and subscribe. Peace.